a new little thing we're going to do. It's called our Holiday Buyer's Guide. It's a list that we've been putting together for people who are, gamers, nerds, interested in that type of culture. Some of our personal picks. I've asked everybody to gather a few things, different price points, and I guess we'll talk about those now. We'll be providing the link to our wish list, which encompasses all the links that we'll talk about here. Scion, what's on your wish list?
Well, I kind of took it as a personal wish list, but maybe other folks out there are interested in similar things that I am. For my under $50 wish list, I put down an item actually that I was thinking would be great for my daughter. I'm getting her a computer for Christmas this year. She is a huge anime manga fan. And there's a program out there that will allow her to make her own comics. Right, it's called Manga Studio Debut 4, and it retails at a little under $23. It's a fairly simplistic program. It's obviously not a professional level program, but I think it's a good introduction if someone's interested in anime or manga or creating their own comics. Great tool for someone to start out with.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked pretty cool.
And on my personal wish list, and again, it is a personal wish list, I would love to have all 5 volumes of The Absolute Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Sandman was a comic book series that was about 80 comic books in the entire series put out by Vertigo, which was an offshoot of DC. Sandman is a very beloved comic book, as well as Neil Gaiman being a beloved writer in the sort of fantasy sci-fi genre. They're fairly expensive. Each volume retails anywhere between $71 to $74 or so. They are premier hardcovers. They feature in each volume 20 comic books in bound form, and it also includes special material that you cannot get elsewhere.
When you first sent me the link for this, it blew my mind. First of all, because I didn't actually know it was a graphic novel. I didn't know it was a graphic collection of all his comics. So, first of all, I just thought it was a book, and a book at $75 was ridiculous to me. But now that I've learned that it's, a compilation of comic books that he's done through his whole series, that makes a little more sense to me. It's a 5-volume set. Each volume's at $70 to $75. So that's right at $350 to get the whole set. That's a lot.
It is a lot of money, which is why it's on my personal wish list. It certainly isn't something that I would pull the trigger on for myself. But if you would like to buy it for me, Waylon, for Christmas, I'm happy to accept it.
I'm sure you would be. I'm sure your husband would thank me as well, so he don't have to get it for you. Neil, what would you have on your wish list?
I would like Seinfeld, the complete series. I don't remember how many exactly episodes. I think it's 90, isn't it? It's $178.49.
And we were going through this the other night, too, and I was looking at collections, and we've got the Babylon 5 complete series on the wish list as well. I was going through and looking at the Star Trek series collections, and they are ridiculously expensive. The Next Generation is right at $120 or $140, I think. But when it comes to Voyager and Deep Space Nine, those collections are up towards of $250 to $300.
Yeah, and I wouldn't pay that for Voyager.
No, it's to complete the original series, and TNG were by far the most popular, and they're the cheapest. I don't know if that's a supply and demand thing they got going on or what, but Voyager and Deep Space Nine for $250 to $300, that was ridiculous.
The main 2 are on Netflix, so.
No, they're all on Netflix.
Are they all on Netflix?
Yeah, they've added every single series on Netflix, the complete series on Netflix.
So don't buy Star Trek at all. Just go watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
It'll save you like $300. More than that. Like $1,000. Anyways. But the Seinfeld series has the coffee table book and with all the episodes, and that's pretty interesting too. The other thing I had was a new mouse The Razer Naga MMO laser gaming mouse.
Is it the Naga or the Naga Epic?
The Naga. I was just kind of looking through stuff. I don't know which one's better, Waylon.
Well, there's two different ones, the Naga and the Naga Epic, and the only real difference is the Naga is $79.99 and the Naga Epic is $129.99, and I think the only difference is wireless and wired. So the $79 version is wired and the $130 is wireless with a rechargeable battery and stand.
Yeah, I just get the wired one. I don't know why I wouldn't pay so much money for that.
Yeah, that's got 15 little keys on the side, and it lights up. So
yes, nicely.
I actually just recently bought a Logitech G700s, and during the process of actually several weeks, I was comparing dozens of mice.
Mice.
I don't know. And the Naga was definitely up on the list too. Zeus, what's on your personal wish list?
Well, on the expensive side of the wish list, I put the Amazon Kindle Fire. Basically, still an e-reader, but they turned it into a tablet, sort of a tablet PC, to fight kind of the iPad, but not on the same level, of course. With access to movies, videos, I believe you can get to like Netflix, things like that, to be able to stream videos, as well as, of course, read your books that you can download from the site.
The Kindle Fire, and they just released this, several months ago, right? This is a new product for this year, isn't it, the Kindle Fire?
Yes, just released about a week ago.
Oh, has it just been a week? Okay, I know they announced it several months ago then. But it seems to, God forgive me for the pun, but it seems to be on fire now with the community and the internet. Everybody is loving it. I know, I couldn't find anything else to say, but I mean, it really is. It's spreading around like wildfire. Maybe that's the name. That's why they figured it out for the fire. But it's like, oh, this is great. It's catching on like fire.
It seems to be a lot like the Nook, the Barnes & Noble Nook.
Barnes & who?
Barnes & Noble.
Who are they?
It's a book-selling company.
Not anymore.
But anyways, the Nook. And that had a browser on it and a couple other things too. So...
Yeah, but the Nook was not as high-end. It still isn't. I mean, they have different versions, but even their highest version isn't really a tablet. Where these guys are, they have like I said, they have access to movies, TV shows. I think you automatically get like a free Prime service, free for like a month or something by buying it, which gives you extra free shipping.
All right, so it was your expensive gift. What about your cheaper gift?
Well, my cheaper gift's a little bit stupider, so to speak. I would love to have Star Wars, The Old Republic, but I also know I can't pay for the monthly subscription, so it really is kind of more of a wish list, for sure.
It's not a stupid gift. So it's very anticipated, and you're not the only one that can't wait to get their hands on it.
The problem is I just can't pay for it every month.
Start saving up your money there, Zeus.
That is a problem. All right, Zillan, how about you? What's on your wish list?
Well, I don't really have anything on my wish list. Since everyone started with the expensive end of the wish lists, I'm going to start with the cheap end. I want Uncharted 3, which is $49.99, so I'm just into that $50 price range, because I didn't get the chance to buy it, and I would love it, but I wouldn't buy it right now because I'm going to buy Star Wars The Old Republic. So that's on my wish list for the low pricing, because Uncharted 1 was good, Uncharted 2 was amazing, and this is simply awesome. So that's pushing the PS3 to the limit. I really want to see that. For my, more expensive end at $75.99 would be an RC electric helicopter. It wouldn't be my first, because I actually had one. I bought one. It was very expensive. It was like $300, and I smashed it in one day. Because I decided, that's for outdoor usage, and I decided that my hotel room was outdoor, so the waves of air were just pummeling my helicopter around, and I smashed it against the wall. There you go. Don't use it like that. And for my really expensive end, I won't go for the Kindle. I would go for an iPad too. I wasn't excited when the first iPad came out because it didn't have a front end camera, and also I don't really like. I mean, a girl can easily hide it in her bag and whatnot, but I'm not carrying any bag. I'm not carrying any backpack. So where would I put it? I can't go around with my iPad in the hand. So, but I recently had the chance to play with an iPad too, and I definitely think it's worth an investment.
My personal wish list and some things I want to recommend as well. I picked it up a while back. I picked it up when it was released. I bought the Star Wars The Complete Saga on Blu-ray, episodes 1 through 6. It's the first collection on Blu-ray. It also has like 6 hours of extra, never before seen footage, documentaries of the tapings of the original trilogy, and then other things and insights. And it's also got some changes from the original series, some things that George Lucas wanted to add. But when it comes to the difference between Blu-ray and the original versions, it's mind-boggling. I watched it. I have a Blu-ray player, and I watched it on my 1080p TV, and I was lucky enough to actually be able to watch it on the same day that Spike TV in the U.S. Plays the series a lot. So I was actually able to put in the movie that Spike was playing on regular cable television. I was able to put that on my Blu-ray player and play it side by side, and the difference it's night and day. It's pretty much like changing from CRT monitors, the old big monitors, to LCD for the first time. It really is that big of a difference. So if you haven't got it, I really strongly suggest you get it. It's on Amazon now. It's dropping in price all the time. They're going up and down for the holiday season. So right now it's at $90, which I think is a great buy. If you got somebody who is a Star Wars fan or a Star Wars person, or people who are looking to build their Blu-ray collection. Maybe they have their original versions on DVD. Go ahead and pick up the Blu-ray. You'll not be disappointed, I promise.
That is my other wish list one.
Yeah, I mean it's great. I've talked Midnight into actually buying a Blu-ray player, and since he bought the Blu-ray player, he's like, oh, I won't need the Star Wars, and then he actually saw the difference between Blu-rays and DVDs, and now he's gonna buy it because he's weak-minded. You can get the original series, original 3 movies, or you can get the prequel 3 movies. Both are $40 on Blu-ray with all the George Lucas changes, but you do not get 3 extra Blu-ray bonus discs, which include over 6 hours of extra never before seen footage. So all the documentaries and all that stuff you'll never get to see. You only get that stuff with the complete saga. The other thing on my personal wish list, and I highly recommend, only because it's been highly recommended to me several times, is actually a book. It's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. If you like 80s pop culture, if you like video game, this is a book for you. It's got tons of references to old video games, to video games new age. It's got tons of 80 references. But if you like gaming communities, you like the atmosphere, you like games, you like 80s stuff, this really is a must read for you. And it's on Amazon for $14 for the hardback edition. So that's a must buy for me. The last thing on our list is actually not even available yet, but has been receiving the greatest buzz for a game, especially a game of this genre, since pretty much the genre was revolutionized with the first game, which is Guitar Hero. The game is Rocksmith. It's by Ubisoft. This game is for everybody, really. I've been playing guitar now for 10 years. What's your husband's background in guitar, Sion?
My husband was a professional lead guitarist for years. He played in a bunch of metal bands, toured around Europe, released a CD with his band, and he is not a very good guitar teacher, which is why Rocksmith is also on my list. I think it's a really neat program. You
use a real guitar, which is incredible itself. You can use any electric guitar that you have. If you already have an electric guitar, if you want to go out and buy a really nice electric guitar, besides the one they give you, if you buy the upgraded, collector's edition, I guess you could say it's $150, I think, to get that. But they give you an electric guitar with it, and a pretty decent quality electric guitar is that. When Guitar Hero first came out, I had been playing guitar at that point for about 4 years, I think, 3 or 4 years, and I didn't like it. It was completely opposite of everything I knew that was good in the world when it comes to playing music. It just slapped me in the face, and I didn't like it. I tried Rock Band, I didn't like it. But this game, you can pick it up. You don't need to know how to play the guitar to learn to play this game. You can be a complete noob and be able to play the guitar after you play this game. It will teach you string by string, note by note, how to play guitar. And if you do know how to play guitar, then this game is great because it transforms everything over. So, Rocksmith by Ubisoft. It releases December 13th.
And for all those people out there who play Guitar Hero for hours, you can play Rocksmith for hours and actually learn how to play the instrument.
All right, so that wraps up our Midnight Squadron Informer holiday picks pretty much. We'll have that link back to the wish list posted for you, so you can go and look at all the stuff we discussed.